This video is to show you how to invent a throwing arm with little bits. First, you're going to take this cable and battery and you're going to snap them together. Next, what you're going to do is get the P1 power piece and you're going to take the cable and plug it into the P1 power piece. Then from here, you're going to get the I3 button and you're going to connect that onto P1 power. Next, you're going to find the O11 servo, which looks like what we see here. And you're going to connect that onto the I3 button. And then we're going to attach the servo hub, which you'll find in the bag. And it looks like this right here. And what you want to do is just, you're going to snap it in to the little white piece. So the center of it goes on that little white piece. Just like what we see here. So then next what you're going to do is you're going to add the servo mount, which again you'll find in the bag. This is the servo mount. Looks like this. And you're going to take it and place it inside like this. And you'll notice that the holes line up. Next, what you're going to do is there's going to be a smaller bag that's going to have some screws. You're just going to take one of the larger screws like this, and you're going to place it in the bottom hole like this. And you'll need to get a Phillips head screwdriver in order to screw it in. So here's our screwdriver, and we're just going to screw it in like so. So then what you're going to do next is you're going to get one of the mounting boards and you're going to press your circuit onto the mounting board. So here's our circuit, here's our mounting board, and we're just going to press it in like so. And then once you have it in, what you're going to do is press your servo mount. So here's your servo mount, and you're going to press it in so that the circle on the servo is at the top. So we're going to just press that in, and you kind of want it to stick out a bit like this. So then when it's all done, it'll look like that. So then what you want to do next is you want to adjust the servo mode. And so if you look at the servo, you basically want to make sure that it is in the turn mode. So you've got this little switch. If it's at swing, you want to switch it so that it goes to turn. And then what you might want to do too is tape the battery to the back of it. So we just grab our battery and stick it on the back, and then get a nice piece of tape, go around the battery like this, and just hold it in place. So then what you're going to do next is you're going to turn your power on. So here's your power button, turn it on, and you'll notice that when you hit the button, it turns the servo. So then what you're going to do next is you're going to connect the mechanical arm. So you're going to find that in this bag. So here's a mechanical arm, and you're also going to get 2 screws. So again, the smaller bag has your screws. So use the same size screws that you used for the last part. So there's 1 screw, and here's the 2nd screw. And what you're going to do next is you're going to just attach the screws. So kind of 90-degree angle to the board like this. And what you're going to end up doing is line it up. And it's a little tricky to film this and line it up at the same time. So you just want to make sure that this is lined up. And then once it is, then you'll be able to screw it in. So you have one screw like this, the second screw like this, and then you'll screw those in. And it might not screw all the way, but as long as you get it through so that it stays in place, then you should be all set. So notice it didn't really go all the way through, but you know, it's not going anywhere at this point. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to get a cup. So here's our cup, and take a pair of scissors. And we just flip our cup face down like this. We're gonna cut a big line almost to the end of the cup, like so. And then right across from it, again, another big line, parallel to the first one, almost to the end of the cup, but not quite. So it's kind of like two straight lines like this. And then you're going to cut across, so almost like you're cutting a big rectangle in your cup. So then when you take it out, you see it's kind of like a big rectangular piece, and there's your cup. So then what you're going to do next is you're going to get some tape. And you're going to tape the cup onto the throwing arm. And basically what you want to do is have it so that the opening is kind of facing up. So here's our opening, it's facing up. Then you take your tape and just kind of wrap it around like so. And make sure it stays in place. So now, this is what it should look like. So then, last but not least, what we're going to do is take an object that we would be able to throw. So for example, crumpled up piece of paper, and you can just place it inside your throwing arm, like what we see here. And then we hit the button, and it throws our paper. And that's it.